Check one. Thanks. Good morning, everyone. Can I have everybody's attention, please? And it's time to stop your chattering so we can get on with this opening and get this festival open and enjoy the 125th annual, except for 1 year, Rochester Lilac Festival. In about 30 minutes, we'll be welcoming guests from around the country and beyond who come here to see the largest collection of lilacs in North America. There's 1,100 bushes, 800 varieties. Don't take them for granted. Enjoy them all year round. There are flowers blooming, except for the dead of winter. But Mark Quinn makes sure there's always something blooming. Before we begin, I'd like to take a moment to recognize, in general, some of the people who help make this event happen. First of all, my wife, my team, the greatest team ever, and of course our sponsors, who many of whom are here today, and they are all listed on several signs around. There are too many to announce them individually, but please support them, because without their support, this festival clearly would not happen. So they support us. Please support them. Thank you very much. Now, the festival itself is a partnership between Monroe County, the city of Rochester, and Visit Rochester, also without whose support and guidance and usually stay out of my hair, this festival couldn't happen. But except for the Parks Department, who do an absolutely magnificent job making this park as beautiful as it is. It is truly a world-class park. To share a bit more about how this partnership and what makes it special, I'd like to bring up a good friend, Monroe County Executive Adam Bello.
Thank you, Jeff. And I'll tell you something. I know my role, and I will stay out of your way. My job is to actually help to drive that partnership. Jeff, you and the team have done just an incredible and amazing event. The whole team at the Spring It Group that works tirelessly to put this festival on every year and really invests in our festivals and works to really make Rochester a festival town. We're known for our festivals, and kicking off with the Lilac Festival now and straight through August and actually through September. There's a festival every weekend, and Jeff Springett and the team are really involved in making this the festival town that it is. And so I want to thank you, Jeff, and the team. Don Jeffries. Don Jeffries is here from Visit Rochester. Don Jeffries has been cloned, ladies and gentlemen, because he's got about 7 places to be at every given point over the next couple of weeks. So one of the Don Jeffries, thank you for being here today. I also want to thank Pat Meredith, the whole team. He's my parks director for the county, but he's the entire parks team for all that they do and all that they're going to be doing over the next several weeks to keep Highland Park in great shape that it's in today, and what they'll do all summer. And all the park systems, we have really the best park system around throughout the entire county, and I want to thank them for the work that they do. Mark Quinn, our superintendent of horticulture. Hey, Mark, you promised us good weather. You promised us lilacs, and he delivered. So let's give Mark a round of applause. Thank you, Mark. We gave you clear instructions that the lilacs had to be in bloom and that we would have good weather, and you delivered. So thank you. So what a great day. This is really gorgeous out today. It's a great day to kick off the 125th annual Lilac Festival. This is really how we kick off our spring season here. It's a great time to celebrate, and this is really probably the crowning gem of our park system in Monroe County. This has been a destination for families. I know I grew up here. I've probably been coming here since I was born to the Lilac Festival every year. But it's not just here for Monroe County. It's the whole region. We're going to be inviting visitors in on a typical Lilac Festival. We drive visitors here not just from the county but from the region across various parts of the state. This year is going to be especially a significant Lilac Festival, because we have visitors that are landing at the airport today from all over the country and all over the world. So, we typically would have hundreds of thousands of visitors coming to the Lilac Festival. This year, that's going to be even bigger. We're welcoming people from all over the world, and I really encourage folks, because of the PGA Championship, they're attending the PGA Championship. They're here already. They're coming this weekend. They'll be here all weekend joining the PGA. Between the rounds of golf, I'd encourage them to come and see this wonderful park that we have here, the festival that we're really known for around the region and the state. And this year's festival, they'll have a lot to see and a lot to do. In addition to all the food vendors here, we got an exceptional year of free music. We have free entertainment. And, of course, tomorrow morning you have the Lilac Festival Parade, so join us tomorrow morning. Again, this year, Monroe County is doing something new as well. We're collaborating with Casella Waste Systems and Impact Earth for a food scrap collection program to provide compost programs for our food vendors. So each food vendor is actually being provided this year a tote where they can dispose of any food waste that they have during the day and at the end of every day. This food waste will then properly be disposed of and recycled, again, returning nutrients to the earth. So look at this. We even have this big festival that we have every year, reducing our carbon footprint, recycling. It's a great thing to do. So this is not only going to make the park cleaner, help with cleanup here, but it's also good for the environment. As Jeff said, this is really a partnership and a collaboration between the city and Monroe County and the Springett Group. And so none of these things happen in silos. They all happen because of these great partnerships, and I'm so excited about this. So again, let's encourage everybody. Come on out to the Lilac Festival. We got great weather. The lilacs hit perfect bloom here. We got lots of food vendors, lots of crafts vendors, and of course the music and the entertainment. Dino K, I see Dino's here. He's going to be up on that stage all week, so I appreciate everybody for their participation, of course the park staff. Now, I do also want to say, I know I thanked Jeff at the beginning of my remarks here, and I do want to again thank Jeff Springett because he has given so much to this festival, and it really becomes a lifestyle to manage a festival like this, to make sure everyone's having a good time and that everybody's healthy and safe. But he's also managed so many countless other events across the county. So I'd actually like to ask Jeff to come up here, please, for a moment. This is a surprise. Jeff doesn't know I'm doing this, but the mayor of the city of Rochester, Malik Evans, and I really were thinking of a way that we could properly thank Jeff for all of the work that he does for our community. And to do so, the mayor and I have a special proclamation that we put together this year for you, Jeff, and I'm going to read it to you. And it ends with a special declaration. It says, whereas Jeff Springett is a hometown boy with a penchant for taking risks, coupled with, yep, a lot of them we ask you to take and you always say yes, with a penchant for taking risks coupled with an uncanny ability for getting it right. Jeff was born in Rochester, New York on April 10th, 1948 to Max and Barb Springett, who operated the popular Don and Bob restaurant. Jeff loved music from childhood and continued that love throughout his college years in Boston and later Martha's Vineyard. There, his role as a music promoter and talent soothsayer blossomed. Whereas on Martha's Vineyard, Jeff booked unknowns such as Lionel Richie and James Taylor, among others, and we know how that later turned out. He decided to return home in Rochester in 1970 to open the now legendary Red Creek Inn, later known as The Creek, and managed it for 27 years. The Creek was hailed far and wide for original eclectic music, with acts taking the stage like Muddy Waters, James Brown, David Crosby, Roomful of Blues, Bonnie Raitt, John Lee Hooker, and the Red Hot Chili Peppers. And whereas continuing to follow his instincts and his love for music, he turned the festivals and formed the Springett Group in 1997, where today he serves as CEO. He began producing the Park Avenue Summer Arts Festival, and many other high-profile events followed, including the Lilac Festival, the Party in the Park, the Rochester International Jazz Festival, and other gigs, attracting tens of millions throughout the years. In 2019, Jeff was honored for his contributions to the music life of Rochester by being inducted into the Rochester Hall of Fame. And whereas this year is a banner year, the 10th year that the Springett Group is managing the Lilac Festival, now in its 125th year, and the 75th birthday for Jeff Springett himself.
secret is out.
There it is. The city of Rochester and Monroe County say, happy birthday, Jeff. And I want to thank you for your 53 years of dedication to enhancing life in our community through great music, food, and entertainment. And now... And now for a really special part. And the mayor likes to say this a lot. As a mayor and a county executive, we get to declare and proclaim things. Today, Malik D. Evans, the mayor of the city of Rochester, and Adam Bello, Monroe County executive, we now do hereby proclaim May 12th, 2023 to always be known as Jeffrey Springett Day in Monroe County. And ask all of our residents to join us in celebrating all of the contributions of Jeffrey Springett today on an every May 12th going forward. Congratulations, Jeff, and thank you.
You're too much. You and Malik are too much.
This is for you. Let's turn and take a picture.
Oh, look at all the yellow hats. Perfect. Well, let me just say something. Thank you, Adam. Thank you very much, and thank you, Malik, in absentia for a moment. This is great, all the yellow hats, because if anybody has any questions or issue, just find the person in the yellow hat. I'm going purple this year. I am truly humbled by all of this, and totally unexpected, and I'm truly not worthy. But I do like to have some fun, and I do like good music. And every May 12th, at least, all I can say is let's have a party. And I thank you all very, very much. And let's get this festival open. This is way too much information, number one. And it was almost like reading a book. And I'm truly humbled, and I just say I started early when I was very young, and I still enjoy what I do very much, and I'm just fortunate to have a good family and a good team around me. So thank you very much. Wait, now I'd like to bring up a good friend, truly another seriously good friend, Don Jeffries, president of Visit Rochester. Thanks, buddy. I can't get my words out.
I know. Good morning. What a beautiful day. This May is Monroe County month. This weekend we have the college graduations going on, people from all over the country, all over the world here, and then the Lilac Festival, the PGA, the NCAA championships. Monroe County is the focus of all this in the month of May, and we are so happy to welcome the visitors. We have 2 booths at the PGA, and what they're telling people is when you're not on the golf course, come to the Lilac Festival. 500,000 people will come through those gates to the Lilac Festival, and we're going to show off Monroe County and all that we have to offer. So, Jeff, thank you. Adam, thank you for your leadership in all this, and let's get this festival rolling.
As I mentioned earlier, we wouldn't be in such a beautiful setting without the great Monroe County Parks crew and team, and leading that team, another good friend, Patrick. I'd like to bring up Patrick Meredith, who is the director of the Monroe County Parks Department.
Thank you, Jeff. Good morning, and thank you all for being here on this exciting day. For 125 years, the Lilac Festival has been hosted right here in Highland Park. It's become a unique staple of our community, giving folks a space to celebrate the coming summer and shaking off the cold of winter. Yes, we are here to have fun, but it's more than that. We come here to the Lilac Festival for a break from the everyday responsibilities we have, to spend time out in the park, enjoying music, and seeing friends and family. While in Highland Park, you'll see many different flowering plants and trees, the magnolias, our tulip and pansy beds, and of course, the lilac collection. Up at the Overlook, you'll be able to use our newly opened restrooms that sit next to the space where we'll be reconstructing the historic Children's Pavilion. Down by the Purple Crosswalk, you'll be able to bring your children to play at the Lilac Adventure Zone, a natural playground. Every day we strive to keep Highland Park clean and to provide a space that the community is happy to spend their time in. I hope that you'll take advantage of everything the space has to offer. As you walk through Highland Park, both inside and outside of the festival fences, I ask that you keep the well-being and livelihoods of the folks who live in the area in mind. Due to the increase in people in the Highland Park area, we've worked with Monroe County Department of Transportation as well as law enforcement to set up traffic patterns that will attempt to ease congestion and keep vehicles off neighborhood streets to allow for eased traffic flow and room for emergency vehicles. When you see barricades across the streets, please respect them along with parking signs and private property. Thank you for your cooperation, and we hope you enjoy this year's festival.
Thank you, Patrick. Once again, I'd like to thank all the speakers today, Pat, Don, Adam. It's really a pleasure to have the partnership with the city and the county and Visit Rochester to really show off this great community asset. I'm really pleased to invite visitors from around the world to Highland Park and to enjoy all the great experiences that we have in store this year, including the new Giving Garden, which is off to my right, which highlights a initiative that we at the Spring Group put together this year called Partners with a Purpose. We discovered this year real quick that many of our sponsors, not only do they sponsor the festival, but they also have their ways of giving back to the community through their favorite charities and not-for-profit. So check out, everybody can buy a flower to put in our Giving Garden, and as we collect that money that goes into the Giving Garden, at the end of the festival, we're divvying up that money to those charities that they support. We did this a few years ago with another not-for-profit, and they raised almost $30,000 over the 10 days. So we hope to surpass that goal this year and enjoy that, as well as some of the new initiatives that we have this year. The one that I'm probably most proud of is the Bully Hill Wine Grove and Charcuterie, something we've been dreaming about for many years, and had the opportunity to put it together this year with the help from the folks from Bully Hill. And of course, don't forget our in the special events tent way over to my left, we have tomorrow, we have the wine tasting, and with about 30 wineries and craft distilleries. And then next weekend on Saturday, we have the Craft Beer Expo with about 45 breweries. And of course, next weekend, the final weekend, on Saturday and Sunday, we have a new initiative that we introduced last year called our Health and Wellness Weekend. You can do exercising in front of the main stage from 8:30 to 11. It's free. Come out and work off some of the great food that you've enjoyed over the festival rather. And there's a Health and Wellness Expo on Saturday and Sunday also. Those are all free. So without further ado, this event wouldn't be official without the time-honored tradition of unveiling the poster. My wife spends a lot of time in the off-season kind of choosing the poster artists and working with them to create the poster. And to say a few words about this year's poster artist, who is Jeremy Senecti, is Jeremy's wife, and I'd like to bring her up, please. Forgive me for butchering that name, but it happens with her and it happens with me.
Thank you. So yes, on behalf of the artist Jeremy Senecti, my name is Brenna, and I just wanted to read a quick statement from him. He says, "Good morning. While I regret that I can't be with you in person today, I'm so excited about the unveiling of my contribution to this special annual tradition. I would like to convey that, as a fan of the Rochester area and of our shared rich history, it's been an exceptional honor to be a part of this year's Lilac Festival poster design process. The more I learned about the original 1890 Children's Pavilion and the recent plans to reconstruct it, the more I realized it would be the perfect centerpiece for this design, celebrating 125 years of the Lilac Festival. I kept thinking about looking through those legendary lilacs to see both the past and the present. I hope everyone loves the poster as much as I love designing and illustrating it. Very best wishes to everyone from massively successful Lilac Fest 2023.
Why don't we each get on one side or the other? Brianna, I'll stay on your side. Adam and John, Don. Are you ready? 3, 2, 1. Great. It's a beautiful poster which commemorates the children's pavilion that is being built up by the reservoir as it was back probably 100 years ago. So enjoy the poster and enjoy the pavilion as it gets built this year, this coming year. And posters and T-shirts, replicas, will be on sale starting right now at our merchandise tent, which is to my left. And another time-honored tradition I want to mention that's very important, another really great partner that the festival has is Casa Larga Winery. And I invite the dignitaries to, and how many other people can enjoy it. The time-honored tradition is that the Casa Larga folks who are here with us today, and I thank Andrea and her family, the poster is replicated on the bottle of Casa Larga Lilac Hill wine, which is a delicious wine. And I encourage, and it's on sale at all your local realtors right now, as well as at the, not realtors, retailers. I see my friends who are realtors, so I got a little confused. But enjoy the wine, enjoy the poster, and enjoy the festival. Thank you very much.